And we are officially live. Hello to all my BC WrestlePod nerds out there, and welcome to another rendition of Contra Chronicles, your MLW Watchalong show here at the BC WrestlePod Network. I am El Jefe and one half of the Contra Chronicles, Mikey, and I am going to be seated for the next 2.5 hours, possibly, for MLW's Fightland. So, I am super excited to be here. I can't wait. MLW is a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm excited. So if you would like to watch along with us, because I have the same question from everybody every single time, this Fightland is free on the MLW YouTube page, so you can watch along with us. There might be a possibility that I could show it on here, but I'm not risking our channel to get, you know, copyright strike and all that. So we're going to try not to do that. However, I'm super excited to be here. So we're just going to get in. We're just getting straight into it here. So I'm excited to be here. Ooh. And of course, I would like to thank the Primo Agent Lo-Fi for coming in here. Of course, we have some CMLL representation in MLW every single show. And we're getting a couple of them here on Fightland. So we are kicking things off. Joe Dombrowski and Filthy Tom Lawler will be our commentary team for the evening. And I appreciate you being here, Agent Lo-Fi, jumping forth between here, MLW, and CMLL. So while the commentary team is, doing their bits and whatnot, as you can probably hear from my microphone, to get the quick things out of the way, if you like what you see here, subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on Twitch or Kick, whatever your preferred platform of video watching/streaming consumption is. We also have our social medias if you want to stay up to date that way. We have our report cards and things like that. And we have some merch. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. And here we go, y'all. We're starting. So, link for our merch store is in the chat below. Ooh, I love hearing that Arena Coliseo is sold out. I saw on CMLL's social medias that they sold out. They sold all the tickets. So it's fun. But we are kicking things off officially here, which should be a lot of fun. We're kicking Fightland off with another Opera Cup opening round match. This one is going to be Esfinge versus Ultimo Guerrero. So, raise the roof, of course, which we love to see. Man, this should be a really, really fun match. I can't wait. I love it being here. And his opponent from Gomez Palacio. Hey, but no, honestly, Agent Lo-Fi, both of them are very valid. Esfinge and Ultimo Guerrero, amazing. But of course, I'm here for Team Ultimo Guerrero. This is going to be good, y'all. He's been defending it for since. Not just here in America against Alexis Sandokan Jr., Cavanario, but 2 triple threat defenses in May and June. Headlining the re-election of about 18,000 fans, where he defeated the one and only Blue Panther to keep the title. That Blue Panther will want another shot. But the winner of this matchup can be thinking about not only this match has faced the code. Lots of slaughterhouse in the quarterfinals. Of course, the openweight title not on the line in the course of starting us off with some really fun action. Can't wait for this one. Ultimo Guerrero, of course, starting us out by smacking his opponent with his stuff. I love that so much. It's so much fun. For professional wrestling in all history at the Upper Cup was held by the likes of William Muldoon and George Atkins and Stu Hart, and certainly present day Filthy Tom Lawler, Davey Boy Smith Jr. Some good arm drags.
And ironically enough, we look at a masked wrestler here. I believe the very first masked wrestler in history was Wrestling Fingers.
Like, don't hurt each other, you guys.
Third generation, 15-year pro. Who's held the light heavyweight title, Mexican national tag team titles, Rita Calcio tag titles.
Ooh, already going in for a submission from Ultimo Guerrero.
Decorated in tag and trio competition, certainly still going strong as openweight champion today. Successfully defended that title, three-way matchup here at MLW back in New York City against Matthew Justice and Alex Hammerstone, who, as you mentioned, do battle tonight in the Texas Tech match. What a star-studded matchup that is. Ultimo Guerrero, as we mentioned, obviously great on lucha style, but it's cool that he can defend that belt against guys from any style.
Ooh.
How does Fresh Pet make healthy food?
You're veteran.
Lucha Libre.
Everyone battles for to have your name go down in history, which so many that I mentioned a moment ago. The uppercut grows in reverence year after year, but they feel the 16.
Getting some chops being exchanged from Ultimo and Esfinge.
Best moments of my professional career, really one of the best moments of my life. It's hoisting that cup up above my head. And what you go through in a tournament like this, you only beat yourself walking away.
Ooh.
I can only imagine the jubilation, the joy that you felt with all of the work and sacrifice you put in to earn that uppercut.
Oh. Damn. Get it, Esfinge.
Cindy almost knocked out of his shoes, but that clothesline. Kick to the outside, Ultimo showing the war wound.
Oh! I was so scared that that rope was going to catch them, but thankfully we're okay.
Almost right on that chest of Ultimo Guerrero, which is already red from the chops that he made in a second ago. I think to Esfinge's credit, he was able to lead in with the head and follow through with the forearm to still make sure he got contact. Are those ears legal? The ears legal? Yeah, look. I'm sure on top of his mask, the horns on there. I'm sure Gastos suspected them.
Oh!
I'm less confident now that you said it out loud. But thigh muscle, maybe not. But Ultimo Guerrero literally translates the final warrior, and there's nobody who's come after him who's been able to prove otherwise. He's still going strong. And check this out. Can you top this? Neither man wanted to budge.
Oh! I love that good. I love that spinning kick from Esfinge.
Cover 2.5. And Tom, you gotta believe if anybody's able to beat Ultimo Guerrero in the course of the uppercut bracket, that puts them right in line for that openweight championship, right? Oh, 100%. You gotta think that you're lining yourself up for a future title opportunity and maybe a main event spot. You know, whether it's here in the U.S. or against Ultimo Guerrero down in Mexico. These are high stakes that Esfinge's playing with. Not even just with the uppercut, but with the rest of his career as well.
Oh.
Revered stages of the Opera House of the 1880s to the ultimate stage, the lights on bright with the
Damn.
watching live with the Major League here on YouTube and beIN Sports. The uppercut continues to grow in its global scope. Ultimo trying to gain control. Esfinge reverses into the corner. Tip up. Single leg sweep. Takes the balance. Front kick with authority. The baseball slide. Send Esfinge fired. Ultimo Guerrero going high wrist. Oh, not a better way to kick off Fightland for Major League Wrestling. And Ultimo. Ultimo's getting the crowd behind him. He's got Spinjay.
Oh.
And Steve clears the guardrail. And there's nowhere to land but hard floor. And then Steve with plastic chairs.
Jeez Louise. Everybody, we flying in the audience. We love to see it.
Well, no, that's English. That's very English. But Tom, there's only one way to win. You got to do it in the ring. Better submission. Well, as well, against your count, but count as well. But you got to do it. These guys are flown off the stage. Yeah. You got to do it the confines of this ring. If you want to do it decisively, you want to do it the way the uppercut was meant for it to be done. Ultimo caught himself on the second turnbuckle. Spinjay smart to it. He's daring it.
Ooh, love that kick.
It's a little too slow, getting down off the ropes. Sticks up smart to a little bit of youth on his side as well. Speed, play to his advantage, but back around the Ultimo here.
Ooh. Damn. Nope, we're still going.
Keep in mind, an inverted version of that. The Guerrero special has led to most of Ultimo's MLW victories. Did the Sphinx also have 9 lives? You gotta read up on your Egyptian history. Some other.
If you're an illegal alien,
Jeez. All right, Esfine is winding up. See what you go. Oh, monkey flip.
Almost skimmed the bullet right off the top.
I forgot about Don Gato Tequila. Ooh, the splash from the top, and we're still going.
Uppercut win, openweight champion pin, without question, would be the biggest victory of his Speed Hayes career in the United States, maybe anywhere. If he's walking like an Egyptian right to the pay window.
Oh,
Gavin Geary connects on Guerrero, who's fought in the corner. One of these men will move on through Slaughterhouse October.
ooh, Esfine here. What are we about to do? Oh, nope. Ultimo has him. So Ultimo from the second row. Ooh. Literally just dropped this man. Oh.
You gotta be kidding me. Good thing cats have a low terminal velocity. What a fight this has been. Tom Lawler, you've been tournament 10. What do you do when you can feel that gas tank approaching E, but nothing's finished the job yet? You have to fight through it. You have to persevere. You have to be present every single moment in there. That's why Ultimo Guerrero's been so successful his whole career. He's able to pull himself into focus.
Oh.
All that caught in very, very dire territory. Jumping Gavin Geary. And Speed Hay. What's he going for? Looks like he's looking for a suplex, perhaps. We've already seen that power on display. Now taking that to a whole new level.
Oh, damn. Ooh. Once again, we are still going with this one.
He decided to pull Ultimo Guerrero down with a superplex with all of his power.
Oh.
1 second away from the trajectory
1,
of these
2,
men.
nope.
Changing. And once again, the 2 counts are getting longer. Ties Guerrero up, stacks the weight up. Just trying to trap Guerrero at this point, but still the strength of Guerrero. You see a little frustration there on Spinjay, though. He's grabbing his mask, wondering what he has to do next. They told him down. Stick around. It's right there, proof. On his feet, he finds himself in very precarious territory. We talked about a few
Oh. 1, 2. There it is. And that's it. Your winner, Ultimo Guerrero, and he will be moving on to the semifinals of the Opera Cup.
Let's check out once again some of what we saw in this matchup. You see Ultimo Guerrero taking massive chances.
Crazy. That was a fun match. But not, for me personally, nothing unexpected from. No, 100% Agent of 5. I mean, I thought the match was going to be good, but this was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And honestly, I agree. I feel like this was an Arena Mexico level match, and I loved it. It was really good. So, interesting. So, Ultimo Guerrero winning against Esfinge in the semifinals will be going up against Místico. So I'm like, Well, I mean, I feel like Místico is probably going to win, but that match should still be a lot of fun, though.
But it goes to Ultimo Guerrero, to Místico, a lucha tree back, and it goes down next month in Los Angeles.
So we're going to get Ultimo Guerrero and Místico at Slaughterhouse in next month. And well, actually, Slaughterhouse is in 3 weeks. Don Gato Tequila. Oh my goodness.
And then just kick back.
What the hell am I watching? No, 100%. I think Místico and Ultimo Guerrero are going to slap.
The following is a 2025 Opera Cup opening round.
Ooh, we're just getting straight through all the Opera Cup matches. Heck yeah. So, this one's going to be fun. Zandokan Jr. versus Blue Panther Jr. I'm excited for this one. I love both these guys. I'm rooting for Zandokan, though, because of the year he's had. But I don't know, man. Blue Panther Jr. is also great, too. I hope we get another one because I want all the CMLL guys to be like, yeah, these are my favorite matches tonight on Fightland. But while we get entrances, one thing I forgot to mention at the very beginning because I was super excited to be here. BC WrestlePod now has a coffee. So if you want to support us financially and, to help us keep the lights on, to keep all the things going and everything that we have seen, we would love your support. So link in the chat below to donate a coffee and buy BC WrestlePod a coffee. So should be good. Yeah, so after last night, though, that match was so much fun. That main event for Viernes Espectacular was so much damn fun. Like, this man is out here, and you know what? Zandokan's gonna continue to have a busy rest of the year too, because this man is he's here for MLW. He is here for. He's going to go across to the UK for Fantastica Mania UK. So, and yeah, 100%. I'm so happy to see the whole Galeon Fantasma here. So, this is going to be fun.
Spent some of that seawater perhaps right on Blue Panther Jr. there before the match.
I think I keep saying this every time I see Blue Panther Jr. here, but this man is big.
They are individuals that love to come in with
this man is huge.
They like to disrupt. They like to dismantle. They like to do damage. But Blue Panther Jr. the son and the Príncipe de Luganero looking to make his dad proud.
Ooh.
That can do quite a lot of damage.
Ooh. Sandokan.
Scouted is certainly still a couple to look forward to Women's Featherweight Championship will be decided. Shoko Nakajimi is here. The defending the top contender, Bolor Jr. and Teton.
Ooh, pop-up power bomb.
Also in the uppercut bracketing, Dagato is here. We have Texas Deathmatch. A lot going on here at Fightland, but right now it centers around the Luchadors. And Tom, I think ever since Mystico won the Opera Cup in 2024, became the first to ever do it. This cup has been contested across 3 different centuries. No one from Mexico did it until Mystico did it. It lit a fire under all these luchadors.
Yeah, we have wrestlers MLW, we have wrestlers from CMLL, from the event, all contesting for this cup, all looking to bring it back home. And what? We're pretty feather in the cap for Bandana of Sandokan to be able to be the second luchador in history.
Be like, ooh.
All of them would love to do it. Styles make fights in Major League Wrestling, and the most diverse field of all time. Doing battle as Panther has Sandokan Jr. in a compromising position.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Nowhere to go.
Yes, you are correct, because if I remember us talking about this, it's going to be all of Galeon del Fantasma, and I think it's
El Rey del Mundo.
Atlantis Senior, Blue Panther, and somebody else versus Galeon. So they are pulling double duty tonight in Texas for sure. Not the chair. Oh.
And a stark contrast what we've seen in the Opera Cup match at Sandokan Jr. Taking matters into his own
Nope.
hand. Kick out by Panther.
What else do you expect from a pirate, right? How's that look tonight?
Yeah, and when you factor in that, when you factor in Defuto and Barboza on the outside, certainly Sandokan Jr. has a chance to manipulate us. This should be right.
Ew, that's unsanitary. No, I've noticed that too. Outside of CMLL, he can see his more weapons, and it's a whole lot of fun.
But a lower body power too.
Oh,
Beautiful fire to carry through.
Two count only.
You don't know if you see that he stayed standing as he threw Sandokan on the floor before he covered him.
oh, nice backbreaker from Blue Panther Jr. Oh, and another one. Damn. Honestly, good for through the image, gives him extra edge the other guys don't really tap into outside of maybe Viano Press Jr. I 100% agree with you, Agent Lo-Fi. I mean, he's literally a wrestling pirate. We know that Buccaneers in general are just like shifty and, you know, brawler type. So go for it. I say, why not, man? Oh, suplex. Again, for those of you who are watching along with us, you can join us by going to MLW's YouTube. The show is free, so make sure y'all can go there because these shows are free and it's so much fun. So join in the action.
They would step in and be the replacement. No buys
Ooh.
here in the uppercut. They gotta earn it.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, I heard that one.
But his own momentum sent right into the chop of
It's no guarantee, even if you win your match in the uppercut, you don't make it to the next round.
Damn.
It's true. The toll it takes in your body, right? You felt that firsthand.
Yeah, as the drops go deeper and deeper, the more susceptible to injury. And so far, the uppercut matches that we've seen over the course of the summer, these guys are willing to go to great lengths.
These ropes,
to
man.
win that trophy. As they should. Look at you.
Oh.
That's nicely done. Zendokan Jr. a chance to regroup. Winner of this matchup to battle the winner of Volador Jr. versus Titan in the next round. Won that matchup in a couple of weeks.
I love we're continuing to keep the kayfabe because I just noticed that Difunto is out here barefoot like he always is. Hell yeah! Oh, that's it. So I thought this was a fun match. I will say that Ultimo and Fiendhead definitely was the better of the two, but I still had a really good one. Oh, never mind. Difunto out here wearing flip-flops. He out here looking like Luffy from One Piece. I'm here for it. This was fun, and I'm actually really happy to see Zandokan. Oh, he took his mask and everything. Let's go. No, 100% agree. This was the first match. Definitely was a lot more fun for me. I still enjoyed this one, but the most important thing is that the right person won, which I'm happy to see Zandokan win. Give this guy some momentum. So that means Zandokan will also be moving to Slaughterhouse, and whoever he faces is going to be good though, because it is going to be Volador Jr. or Titan. So I'm excited. So Zandokan is moving on, and he will either face Volador Jr. or Titan in the next round. And that match is also going to slap. Yeah. That's great. Oh, shit. Sorry, MJF and Hammerstone. That's crazy.
6 years ago, Dynasty Raw. 6 years later, I'm still on top. I'm saying this with love. You were the beast of the summer. You were the king of the Coliseum, and now I've had to watch you become a court jester. You are the best big man in professional wrestling today. And you walk around like you're not the guy. And it makes me sick. I don't know what's holding you back. I saw that glimmer in your eye of old. I saw that hatred for Keith out of your face, and it made my heart melt. That is the Hammerstone we need in professional wrestling. You gonna let it out? Matt, you know what? You know what? I want to tell you something. Because I see these tweets. I say, hey, when's the Dynasty going to get back together? I love the Dynasty. I think when these people send these tweets, they think I like it. They think it makes me happy. They think it rubs some soft spot in my
No, I agree, Agent Lo-Fi. At this point, Zandokan has the Rocket trapped in him. It makes more sense for Zandokan to win over him.
And get to these new heights, and I have struggled, and I have struggled, and I have struggled, and I have fallen to my lowest of lows. And I hear people talk. They talk about the things I've done that were so great, the matches I've had that were so great. Oh, wow, you and Jacob was so great. That was 2021, Max. And it makes me think, what if my best days are behind me?
Damn.
And that's a feeling that makes me sick, because that's the kind of feeling that makes you want to quit. That's the kind of feeling that makes you not know if you have what it takes to keep going. Because professional wrestling is something that I have never had something in my life that felt this much. But I've also had something that I never hated this much. And maybe it's time to stop loving it. Maybe it's time that I fully hate professional wrestling. That I fully hate everyone in the back. That I fully hate everybody that I wrestle. That I fully hate every stupid fan that wants to see a Dynasty reunion. Or talk about how good my matches were 4 years ago. Or who talk about how my best things are behind me. Because, Max, I think you're right. My best days are yet to come.
How are we able?
Damn. Had a whole therapy session and everything.
Major League together. My professional wrestling landscape. We alone. I don't see, bro.
Amazing. All right, so later tonight, Hammerstone and Matthew Justice Texas Death Match should be very interesting. I forgot this match is happening tonight too. Riddle and Dijak again. I'm like, please let this be the last time. Oof. Okay, so apparently we're.
The following fight is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is for the MLW Women's World Featherweight Championship.
All right, so we get the women's action next.
Challenger from Kanagawa, Japan, the Casual.
There we go. Alrighty, so we got MLW Women's World Featherweight Championship match next. The challenger, Yuki Kamifuku, versus our MLW Women's World Featherweight Champion, Shoko Nakajima, the biggest kaiju out there. I'm hoping this is a lot more fast-paced than the last time that we saw Yuki here, but I'm excited. I like Shoko. She's great.
MLW bring her own personal runway. Will she have the featherweight title tour ensemble?
And her opponent from Niigata, Japan. She is the current defending MLW Women's World Featherweight Champion, Shoko Nakajima.
Yes. I love that she's continuing. I love it. It's so much fun. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I also forgot she holds the prince. She holds the prince's title too.
She may not be large in stature, but in skill and certainly charisma, she's one of the biggest you're going to find. Look at this boxer.
She's defended that featherweight championship, certainly here in the United States, but also over in Japan. The relationship with MLW and Tokyo Joshi Pro.
TJP. Gotta love TJP, man.
Nakajima also holds up one half of the Tokyo Joshi Pro Princess of Princesses Tag Team Championship with Hyper Misao. That's the other championship.
Yeah, that's one of my sites.
No, that's totally okay. I know you're bouncing between here and CMLL, so definitely okay with that. I'm trying to think. Oh, well, no, I was going to say, I was like, we do have one more CMLL person tonight, and that's going to be Templario versus Ikuru Kwan for that championship, which should be fun.
Over the summer in Japan, and Shoko has not forgotten about that. But that shows you Kamifuku has a way to make a statement, has a way to get inside her opponent's head.
As a model, of course, she knows how to make a statement. Whether it's on the runway, here in the ring, backstage, wherever she goes. She has a presence.
She is, and sometimes that can be intimidating, and that can be daunting, and so can the style as well.
Wow.
I believe 5'8" and has a tremendous reach and dexterity with her legs, and that was what impressed so many the most, and some were the beasts.
That is very true as well. Very true. The Saturday shows are a lot of fun too.
As the shoulders are trapped, I don't think Kamifuku expected that he tripped up and outsmarted this early, but notice the leg already playing a factor.
And Nakajima stepped right on the toes as Kamifuku was going up top. You mentioned that misdirection caught her off guard. She's got her in control here.
What impresses me the most about Nakajima is her ability to change directions, her ability to use her size, not as a detriment, but as an advantage. And notice how she put so much emphasis into whipping in Kami Fuku, put all of her weight behind it to get that job done. She knows how to make herself bigger, and not just certainly in her entrance, and not just certainly on paper, but in a fight as well.
Yeah, and there you can see her using her small size to her advantage. Able to evade the much larger Kami Fuku.
Can't hurt that which you cannot catch. Shoko
Ooh.
Sunset Flip.
Well, the question now is, can she keep
Ooh,
this
that
up?
was a little bit. That was rough.
She's moving at a very fast pace.
Well, I think she can in terms of energy, but
She has her tail. Yo, man, she got her tail.
You can run and you can hide for so long.
Oh, man.
on the receiving end.
Yuki Kamifuku is very lanky. She's got some long limbs.
Tokyo Joshi Pro. Live event here this past July in Dallas, presented by Tokyo Joshi Pro. What I understand was a record crowd for them. And I can see there's an intense focus from all these fans loving this matchup as well. Full extent in the leg from Yuki Kamifuku, showing that leg strength, showing that dexterity.
Ooh.
And, these fans love the featherweight division. And with Selena De Laurenta, the vice president of wrestling operations and wrestler operations, recruiting top talent around the world, certainly we've seen only the best talent come in the door. The latest of which, of course, being shot Blackheart. To the outside, who Shotzi, who came out and said she was impressed by Kamifuku, said she lit the match that's going to set the division on fire. But Nakajima had other ideas in mind.
Love you, Shoko. She's like, I'm not. This is very comedy heavy, like Japanese Joshi comedy match. So I was like, okay. Ooh.
She's watching this as well because she wants a featherweight title match, and this match could dictate who that chick is when she gets there. Nakajima, a whirling dervish, a spitfire of energy, and as long as she keeps moving and keeps in the air, she's got a way to take Kamifuku down.
Damn.
Charging into the clothesline. Nakajima has taken Kamifuku off her.
Ooh, that was fun. Oh, Shoko's so great.
Perpetual motion. I don't know how you can watch this and not be a fan of Nakajima. Into the cover for two.
She's really controlled this matchup so far. She's been the one landing the majority of the offense. It's been Kamifuku who's been on the defensive.
I think the big advantage of Nakajima is a lot of people judge the book by the cover. They look at the size or maybe the unusual outfit. Then they can say, wait a minute. Kamifuku able to slip between the ropes and come back with that back kick.
Oh, that was unique.
Pinpoint precision between the eyes is to do it. Kamifuku can use her lower body very much in her wheelhouse. Not just the strength of the extension she gives as well. Look at famous serve and a counter.
Yeah, the dexterity she has with her legs is tremendous. We'll step over the top rope and leap into a kick a second ago.
Twisting elbow by the champion.
Nakajima actually used Kamifuku's leg there to control her and then land that spinning splash. So
get up with it one more time. Head kick from the ground. There we go. That's incredible. I don't know if there's a place you could be in that ring where you're out of striking reach of the legs of Kamifuku. Measures her.
I'd like to see her take a shot at gas.
I don't think she'd want to be disqualified in the title fight like either point. And then Shoko landed on the back of her head.
Well, no lack of upper body power either.
Ooh.
And it's not just the leap, the aim, it's the extension of the leg.
Jeez Louise, man.
And it nearly puts away Nakajima and grabs the new champion.
Yeah, you're gonna have the most power at that last whip of the extension, right? So Kamifuku did a great
Relax,
job
owie.
hanging out in the air, getting the perfect distance, and then burying those feet right to Nakajima's face.
Ooh.
Able to escape as Nakajima. I was about to ask if Nakajima wanted to be the most fighting featherweight champion, was going to come back to haunt her. But now, the fighting spirit of Nakajima comes out as she connects with the head scissors and the challenger needs to retrieve the main beginning. Shoko Nakajima takes.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Ow. Kamifuku's head looked like it hit the barricade. I hope she's okay. That looked like it hurt, not gonna lie.
She didn't come back to haunt her, came back to carry her, Joe. Yeah, that's back on the offensive.
This elitist Kamifuku may only be one maneuver away from to admit that Nakajima is at least her equal about.
No, that tope was great. I did get a little worried because I thought Kamifuku hit the back of her head on the barricade, but she seems to be okay for now. Ooh, after this match, I gotta take like I gotta go AFK for a little bit because I got a doggo that needs to go to the bathroom soon. So after this match, I'm gonna take him. Oh, ooh, that was close. Jeez Louise.
Kamifuku just fight Shoko Nakajima. And yeah, the dexterity of the legs continues to come into play for the challenger.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Nakajima, we're going to protect that featherweight title at all costs. Get back in control of the Tiger Fame kick. Connected the second time.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Ooh.
You've got 3 titles to be decided. One could change hands if Nakajima makes a mistake.
Nope, still there.
And Kamifuku's still very much alive. These athletes have climbed the ranks in Tokyo Joshi Pro, earned so much adulation. Nakajima a bit more experienced. See that plays a part, looking for a double up.
Oh.
This could be your chance right here.
That one leads nowhere to go. Champion, no. We're half a second away from making more in the national headline. You know, the press box is full with photographers and reporters from all over the world covering this title fight. And
Oh.
look to it from super famous, sir. The champion wasn't there.
Oh. Jeez Louise. Oh, another one. That was okay. So my thoughts on this match really quickly, right? So it did start off a little bit slow for me. I was enjoying the comedy spots. And I was saying I was like wasn't sure if Kamifuku was gonna be able to do it, but she able to step it up. But yeah, Shoko Nakajima is fantastic. I think this was fun enough for what it was. But yeah, I 100% agree though. The finisher is amazing. I was just like, it's so good. And if anything has shown from watching other Japanese wrestling and CMLL and Lucha Libre in general, is like never count your short wrestlers out because they are crazy. What I do hope is that the next opponent for Shoko is able to keep up with her speed, because that would be crazy fun to watch.
Salina, I still can't believe it. That weekend that we spent at Don Gatos, Jaguar Ranch.
Yeah.
Legendary. Jaguar's roaring.
Yeah.
I have to sing tequila flowing.
Oh, I remember. I was there. And then you challenged the Jaguar to a drinking contest?
And I won. So, oh, there they are. The legendary Jaguar Golden Apples.
Legendary.
Yeah. Forged centuries ago from pure Aztec gold and blessed by ancient shamans. Those apples.
This is crazy. Every time we do these backstage segments, man, we're always watching some sort of telenovela.
This legendary tequila that he brought to the world. Wait. Let me think about it.
Did he just pull? I was gonna say, did he just pull out a whole glass in his cup? Hell yeah.
November 20th. Lucha de los Fuertes. You've never
I am
seen
excited though
anything
because
like
if they
this.
do, because Ikuru, what do we do?
Get the most important part. You're just wasting your time. What is this one? You're damn right. All these meetings, all these tequila gimmicks you want to bring, cool, bring them all. It's not going to change the fact that this championship is mine. Tonight might be the last time you see your boys in Florida because I'm making them disappear.
Ooh,
You know, let's get upset. I'm going to get back to how you can stop. Amigo, stay close because tonight may be one of those pure danger.
ooh, crazy.
Show man justice. You want to challenge me? Have fun with it.
Damn. Alrighty. So it seems that we are getting our Texas Death Match coming up next. So I do need to go. Yeah, that segment. Okay. I was like, this is crazy. That was the thing. Yo, Don Gato has those crazy eyes, bro. Cause I was like, bro needs to chill. Alrighty. So I'm going to be right back. I will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. But in the meantime, we're going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to keep the show going because we're doing this live. But I will be back shortly. So enjoy this street fight. And I will be right back. So stick around, grab a snack, get a drink, go use the restroom if you have to. Because do all of those things because don't touch that dial, ladies and gentlemen, because we will be right back.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
Alrighty, so we are back for the most part. I just got to fix this real quick. There we go. Alrighty, so it seems that now we are at Templario versus Ikuru Kwan, which should be fun for the world middleweight title fight.
We've seen that now for years from Ikuru Kwan ever since he came in with Contra.
And yeah, honestly, I would love to see Templario win, but I'm here for Ikuru too, but I'm excited for this match.
To me, it's not just about carrying out a vision of Contra anymore. It's he's emotionally invested in his own cause, that being the Lucha Hunter, and that being the
Ooh.
the MLW.
We've seen Kwan grow in front of our own eyes. You know, he came into Contra as the new man in the crew, and now, over the last few years, he's grown up. He's one of the top stars here in MLW. He's one of the leaders in the Contra unit.
Yeah, grown in more ways than one because he's put on a lot of size, a lot of muscle as well. Juan has said he doesn't care about
The middleweight
lore. The middleweight top.
Nope. We're still going. I'm okay with.
I think every single luchador Juan beats along the way, he's going to consider a trophy case, a trophy for his mantle, a sign, a badge of his conquest, his dominance, and Temporio will be the last victim when he comes back to the first kick. Juan responds in time. These men know there's no room for error, no wasted motion, one all matchup. This prestigious title would make it possible. One called the referee. That's no accident.
Are we surprised? Are we surprised at Ikuru Kwan at this point?
No, when there's no law, Contra thrives. And Temporio elevates Kwan. Kwan will do escape, but can't.
Ooh.
Fought for his life, but still got dropped.
Templario still focused on finishing the match.
Ooh.
Looks like it.
Temporio is variation.
Now there's no one to count. There's no one to count him out. There's no one to count the pin.
And of course, Contra coming in. I think that means that Ikuru might win.
You've got to think that Kwan had this in the back.
Tangato, what the freak? Okay, so actually, it seems like Templario might have a chance still because Dangato is here. So Templario's chances are still alive. So hopefully, we'll see what happens.
Look at the look he's giving Kwan. Look at that look.
Oh, Dangato happy. Dangato's rediscovered his taste for the fight.
Ooh, come on, Templario. Ooh, me. Come on. Come on. No, come on. Come on. Get him. Get him. Yes. Yeah. Hell yes. Oh my God. Yes. Holy hell. Oh, I'm so happy for Templario. Holy crap, man. Oh, man, that's awesome. Oh my God, I am so happy, man. Templario has this championship. so excited. Oh, thank gosh. Yeah, it seems. I mean, granted, I came in towards the second half. I do wish it was longer, but again, the Gladio winning is so good. This is pretty fun. Again, I would like to see. I think we talked about this a couple of times. I would like to see Ikuru Kwan spend a little more time in Mexico because he works so well with the luchadors.
He gets the pin. Like I said, we have a new middleweight champion. Finally, Templario, the winner, the middleweight champion. But what to be decided? Let's take a look at Riddle.
Nobody cares. I'm just kidding.
Wow. Representation in all the top the destructor.
No, 100% Agent Lo-Fi. Once again, the right person won, which I agree. I think that Gladio as champion is going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see who gets the fight first.
Dijak Riddle 2. Dijak determined to finish Riddle on his own. Ruger has destroyed Riddle, and with it goes Dijak Riddle. Where did Ruger go? Tonight, this rivalry centered around championship glory becomes a trifecta. Riddle, Dijak, 3.
Oh no. We gonna mute that because we got some echoing going. Oof, that is rough. You know what? I can tell you right that because I don't want to keep you if there's no more lucha tonight, Agent Lo-Fi. So let me look at the card. Yeah, that is all the lucha for tonight. That was the last one because the only 2 matches left are Shotzi Blackheart versus Alejandra Quintanilla. And then we have Riddle and Dijak 3 in the main event. So yeah, that is all the lucha tonight, my friend. So if you want to go to continue to watch CMLL and not, have to divide your attention, you are more than do so. So thank you for being here, though. It's really hard without Adolfo, but thankfully he will be back next week starting on Friday because he will be here for the CMLL 92nd Aniversario show. So have a good night, my friend, and we will see you Wednesday for our CMLL review with me and Papa Oso. So enjoy the Saturday night CMLL, and we'll see you Wednesday, my friend. Alrighty, so we got 2 matches left on the card tonight. So next up is going to be Shotzi Blackheart versus Alejandra Quintanilla, so that should be fun. And then we get into our main event. It's like, okay.
Could Dijak become a double champion? Well, that Riddle find a way.
Oh, never mind. What the heck? What happened to Shotzi's match? Alrighty, well, card subject to change, I guess. That's unfortunate.
As the skyscraper with Bishop Dyer, Dijak has for anybody thoughts. However, MLW President Cynthia declared this is the last dance for Dijak. Challenging West for the title. It really is Super Dijak tonight. Good.
I hate when it's.
I don't know what single on has in his back pocket that he can be able to get Dijak. But this is it. This is Dijak's last stand. Jordan beat him on Matt Riddle once. We're going to see it again tonight. It's not going to be a smile. It's not going to be a stroke on St. Laurent's face again. I can remember back in Los Angeles, it was Dijak and Bishop Dyer who took a fight to Riddle, injured his ribs, and started this entire targeting of Matt Riddle, and they have not let up ever since. Yeah, one of the reasons I'm sitting right here next to you, Joe, because I was a casualty of that targeting work. I was attacked by them as well. On the other hand, Tom, you're also a big reason why this man is MLW World Champion. You worked with him tirelessly, diligently, to culminate his 8-year journey. But we know that when you're world champion, you've been world champion. Eventually, you feel like those balls are closing in. What's Matt Riddle's frame of mind heading into a fight like this? What's up, bro? The champ in the house. I'll tell you where Matt Riddle's mind is at. That man is a champion. That man's been a fighter his entire life. And tonight is going to be absolutely no different. He knows how to compete. He knows how to walk out. He knows to survive Hiroshima to win the title. He could be Kenta to retain Summer of the Beast. He would have stood up.
Something's gonna happen.
Seven. And that was with the battle against your ribs. I think I remember what the minute as well. Well, Matt Riddle, no question. If he wins tonight, it won't be easy. And will take every bit he's got. So proud of that championship. He fought for it. He earned it. He played the long game. But is that reign on borrowed time? Ladies and gentlemen, your MLW Fightland event is set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the MLW World Heavyweight Championship.
All right, so we're just gonna get into our main event. So Shotzi and Alejandra is not happening.
Introducing first the challenger to my left, accompanied to the ring by St. Laurent. From Worcester, Massachusetts, weighing in at 270 pounds, he is the co-holder of the MLW World Tag Team Championship, one half of the Skyscrapers. This on its instructor, Jonathan Dijak. And his opponent to my right, from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 216 pounds, he is the current
All right.
defending MLW World Champion, the King of Bros, Riddle. The eyes of diamond on
Hello.
His last stand, at least for the top game, is tonight. Senior referee Fred Gastineau, one of the best in the sport today, presiding over this all-important world title fight. Both these athletes are in pristine condition. And you can see the focus as they lock eyes. You know, Dijak has several dangerous weapons in his arsenal. What the hell?
Triple threat?
Oh, no. He's got Joe.
That's a gravity gamble briefcase. Gruber won that back in December and guarantees him a title match anytime he wants. And Kruger has been a shadow for Dijak for months. Targeting every time Dijak wants a title match. And Dijak got knocked out by that same briefcase. Hey, is Kruger going to activate this briefcase now?
Give it to the ref. Frank has it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mads Kruger has activated his gravity gamble title shot. Therefore, this match is now a triple threat.
Well, dang, here we go.
Six shot, right shot.
Big shot. I want to feast my eyes on this.
Kruger, fight for his two count. And now this matchup changes to traditional MLW triple threat rules, one follow a finish.
I never thought I'd be happy to see Dijak back on his feet, but he saved the match there for Matt Riddle.
Alrighty, so this is now a triple threat between Matt Riddle, Dijak, and Mads Kruger. Interesting.
We see Kruger and Dijak roll across buildings because they both want to control the world title.
Ooh.
Controls it now. And takes control of this match in one fell swoop. Tom, you know better than me, better than anybody. When you back Matt Riddle into a corner, sometimes he gets his most ferocious.
Yeah, Matt Riddle may seem like he's ready to party at all times and he's fun at games. But that man is a competitor. He is vicious. You see he's laying in right here with these fists, cracking Kruger across the face. Or mask, I guess I should say.
You're not going to find a weakness on Kruger. You got to create one. Kruger said, "We're going to strike when you least expect it," and certainly that's what happened here. Riddle tried to get through.
Ooh.
Kruger's on the outside. Get ready to get win. Count only.
Kruger's been trapped with least expecting. Matt Riddle's ready to hit when you are expecting it. And he's still able to do it with such ferocity. Point precision. Now he got some grappling skills.
We're excited to get to Charleston. Before we get there, Fury Road, special September 27th on YouTube and BH Sports. What guard is going to be?
Okay. So Shotzi and Alejandra is going to happen there. Okay, sorry. I need to get on the internet real quick.
We also have the Opera Cup. Kushida taking on Austin Aries for the first time. 6 years we're going to see Austin Aries in the MLW ring.
Bull Jr. and Teton, two of the best stars in CMLL, look to follow these footsteps as they look to move on to the next round of the Opera Cup.
And also the Opera Cup, Paul London will take on Nakamura, two legends of the Squared Circle, squaring off to take home that trophy.
Right now, speaking of trophies, it's all about the middleweight title. You see on him. No win.
Ooh, throwing Matt Riddle as a weapon. That's crazy.
His statistical odds have dropped from 50% to 33 and a third. But Dijak has two men to attempt to pin.
Exactly. There's two sides to that coin, right? All we have to do is pick one or two men at the same time. His odds of winning are also low.
Well, who's going to be world champion when we head back to Los Angeles, Long Beach area, October 4th at Slaughterhouse. You can see it live on YouTube, on BN Sports. One of these men will represent MLW. And don't forget our next special across the world, 10 p.m. September 27th on YouTube for Fury Road. Oh, the fury of the takedown of Dijak and Kruger inadvertently working together.
That's where the dangers of this match lie for Matt Riddle as a champion. Triangle choke lock on in a one-on-one contest.
Damn.
Takeover plot and biding his time tonight when these men are most focused on one another. Kruger strikes. Or the choke slam barrel on top of Dijak. Count only. And you can feel just an eeriness peer and pour into this building as Kruger begins to take more and more control. He held that power with that gravity gamble briefcase for so long. We all had to have our heads on swivels for the past 9 months. But now that it may be a reality, now that it sinks in, oh, wait, Dijak rolls through, trap number 2. My God, I never thought they'd pull it for somebody with Sigma off their corner. And Riddle and Dijak have located a common enemy. Let's get rid of the threat of Contra.
Oh,
Season 3.
crazy.
The bone of the knee. Booker finds a way to fight back. What a title fight. It's not the title fight that we expected. But maybe it's the one we needed to see to finally put this issue to bed.
It's the one we deserve to see. We need to see who's the best man out of these two. We've seen them going at each other for months and months and months.
St. Laurent and Dijak would say Kruger is the only reason Dijak is not already world champion. Kruger was the reason Riddle almost lost that title numerous times. I remember Kruger choke slamming Riddle right on top of Riddle's head at one point. Dijak in precarious territory. Those men are 6'7" and above in their respective heights. They can barely hold that mass on the top rope, let alone somebody be able to execute what could be a match-ending maneuver in this one fall world title fight. Kruger has 6'7", 260 plus of Dijak.
Damn.
And Sigma Raw. Field ticket. Got the back. Right at the front time. Hands training.
Nope.
Floating throw off the top almost gets him the win. I thought perhaps Riddle was down hurt, but he was playing possum.
Well, I've no doubt that Riddle's feeling the pain, but not enough to keep this champion down. Side round kick to the rib cage, the pectoral. A man's cruel Kruger.
Oh.
Those shots landed right to the liver.
Riddle has been fighting this threat. All got caught from first. Whoa! Dijak's got Kruger. Double jump slam, but 2 different people. And Dijak nearly picked Kruger. And yes, if Dijak pins Kruger, Dijak wins Riddle's world title.
loose except for Jack. Dyer. Yeah.
Imagine St. Laurent on this now. Imagine the press conference, the victory speech, the celebration, the money he'll get that he's never earned, the bribes he'll take. Dijak feasts his eyes on his surroundings. Will this be a Dijak hijack? Will he disrupt the battle plans of Contra?
Out right now.
Riddle sees an opportunity. That's the danger of doing that in a three-way. You got to put your back to both opponents, even if both are compromised. Oh no! Oh, Kruger! Back to his own.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Jack landed on his feet.
Jack face to face with the albatross that has kept him down. And daring him to try it again.
That first shot almost turned the mask right off Cruel's head.
Dijak for a moment got the upper hand. Kruger fires back. Oh. Double KO shot to Dijak and Kruger.
Make the pin, Matt. You gotta get on top. Make the cover.
Doesn't matter which one. You just gotta pick one.
Rose feeling it.
Oh.
Jack stirring right in position. Kick to the chest cavity.
Driving that shin right into the organs of Dijak. Dijak firing back.
At the Challenger Resort.
Oh.
Got hit downstairs by Dijak. Not like this. No, nothing you can do. Triple threat. Time to feast your eyes. The Dijak hijack of the world titles complete. Kruger doesn't save it, but saved himself. Oh, these behemoths.
Oh, right. Two double thumbs right to the eyes.
Double thumbs
He's
in the
catching
eyes.
himself. Oh, my God. This is hideous.
That's the only way to stop him. Oh, the title to the head. I believe that was the Dijak's tag title.
That was a sickening thud.
Try to knock out Kruger. Here comes Dijak. A second attempt, but way out.
Ooh. Come on, Matt. Get him.
What a counter by the Pro.
Dijak still stuck. Look at Brownstone. Brownstone.
Yes.
Do it, Kruger from behind. No. Kruger from behind. Riddle gets dropped. Kruger stacks it.
Wow. Wow. So Mads is the new MLW World Heavyweight Champion. Nice.
Kruger got his time. He played his hand. Here's how Kruger became
Damn.
MLW.
Crazy.
Stacks him up. The rest is history. And the MLW World title is in the hands of Contra and Dijak from behind. Dijak fought that Japanese World title this entire time.
Oh,
Dijak
we
and
fighting.
Kruger are continuing to fight. They're beating the hell out of each other.
The girls are fighting.
People out here, Dijak has sent a message to Kruger that still in his mind is rightfully his world title. This thing continues to escalate.
Dijak trying to clear people out.
Oh, damn.
Kruger still has fight left in him. And with contract control
The
from
new
world
world
title,
champion, the new world champion, Max Kruger.
who the hell's going to stop Kruger now? Dijak is hard.
We got somebody out here. We got the security people.
Why don't let be anybody?
Where are they going?
Have to get between these men. I can't recall ever seeing an MLW World Title fight end in such chaos. It's a disarray. It's a mayhem.
And Kruger, what do you expect out of these two, though? We've seen them fighting for months all across the country. It doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon.
On Dijak, hitting everybody in front of him. Dijak and Kruger. Don't know anywhere they did well, please. Because nobody's going to get between them. All centered around their mutual desire to be the world champion.
The damn fight outside the building.
Dijak and Kruger are outside the streets of Dallas. Outside the Dijak Arena. And Dijak continues. He blames Kruger again for another time.
And we're still going. This is crazy. Oh, Hammerstone.
With a chair. Where would it move? A second shot. Hammerstone. Hammerstone for the Kruger. We're out of time. Hammerstone targeting everybody.
Oh, wait, hold up. We're getting a thing for Slaughterhouse. I'm gonna just let this play for a little bit. So, yeah. Slaughterhouse is the next big show for MLW, so this should be interesting. Ooh, Chamber of Horrors returns, so that's gonna be crazy. So Saturday, October 4th, Slaughterhouse. Alrighty. Well, that is it for MLW Fightland. You know, overall, I thought this was a fun event. I think for me, my favorite match, as crazy as it is to say, I think the opener was probably my favorite match of the entire night. But I think all the CMLL guys did really good. I also really enjoyed the Yuki Yamafuku and Shoko Nakajima match. That was fun. And I'm really happy to see Templario win the middle featherweight championship. So, yeah, the next 2 weeks are going to be kind of crazy. We got Fury Road in about 2 weeks for MLW. And then we are back at it again for the next big show for MLW, which is Saturday, October 4th, which is Slaughterhouse. So that should be a lot of fun. Well, that's going to be it for us here this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Pacific, we will be wrapping up the week with a special late afternoon edition of our WWE review as we review Raw and SmackDown. So thank you so much for tuning in, but that's going to be it for us here tonight. And as always, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, stay iconic, and more importantly than anything, you always deserve to finish your story. We will see you tomorrow for, some good extra WWE review. But until then, this is sayonara, adios, and as always, with love from all of us here at BC WrestlePod, we love you, and peace. Oops, actually, I forgot. You know what? Hang on. Let me do this really quickly. So, There we go. Alrighty. Had a little bit of a technical glitch, but we are so good. So until tomorrow evening, peace, y'all.